Hello everyone. June 30th is the 1-year anniversary of Russell's death. As you probably know, he wanted no funeral, he wanted no memorial, he wanted nothing at all. We talked about it a lot. We just couldn't figure out the logistics because those of you who cared about and who cared about him, are spread across 6 continents and virtually every time zone of the world. There was no way to do something that wouldn't be a major inconvenience for many people. Some of you might be aware I didn't actually always follow Russell's instructions. I have wanted to create some sort of a memorial for him, something that would be worthy of him. I just couldn't figure out how to do it until a friend suggested that perhaps I could create a video with input from all of you. So essentially, what I'm inviting you to is to bring him back to life with a good old rousing Irish wake. He actually has his own single malt scotch looking over my shoulder here. So I'd like you to imagine that we're all gathered together in some wonderful place, raising a glass here and there. We're going to roast him, toast him, honor him, embarrass him, I hope, adore him, love him, whatever seems appropriate. I invite you to tell your favorite stories about Russell, stories that the rest of us may have never heard, stories that made you laugh out loud, stories that made your eyes widen and your jaw drop, and you want to say to the person next to you, do you believe what he just said or what he just did? If he ever did that, who knows? Stories that touched a heart, stories that touched a nerve. Tell us what you think he would want to be remembered for. Tell us what you think he hopes we all forget. Use all of the emotions in the emotional rainbow. Make us laugh, make us cry, make us remember how very grateful we are that he shared a part of our lives with us. And don't hesitate to remind us of the sorrow of a loss that happened much too soon. There are no rules for this invitation or the content for this invitation. Please feel free to speak from the heart, speak from the soul. Don't hesitate to show your own emotions if you would like to do that. The only thing I request is that you just be honest and natural. Please do not worry about polished presentations. Record yourself solo, record yourself in a group. If you hate to be on video, as some of us do, then use this video as an example of how low the bar can be. Also, if you would prefer to send something in writing, that is perfectly fine. Andrew, the producer, will be able to gather all of the content and incorporate it into the final product. And pictures. Please send photos. You would not believe how few I have. So please feel free to do that. In the months before Russell died, he had communications with many of you. Emails, cards, telephone calls, and each one of those encounters touched him deeply in ways he never would have anticipated. He shared them with me. They moved me. They changed the end of his life in a very wonderful way that led him to be as peaceful as he was at the end. 3 days before he died, he received a lengthy letter from granddaughter Haley. And there was a line in it that brought him to tears, and that line reads, "Please know that this final season does not define you, and we will undoubtedly remember you in the fullness of who you are and have always been." I knew, intellectually of course, how devastated he was by all that had happened, but it was the only time in that last 5 months that I saw that stiff British upper lip crack, and he was in tears. And I realized how hard it was for him, the man who stared back from the mirror every day, and what he felt he had become. He couldn't remember who he used to be. So I am hoping that we will remember him in his fullness, the way he would want to be remembered, the way we want to remember him. And I hope we'll have fun doing it. It won't be a newsflash to know that this has been a very difficult year, and I miss him every day. this love of my life with whom I shared almost 25 years of my life. But I feel him with me. I feel him all the time. And I tell people that I feel him moving around the pieces on the chessboard of my life, not just in loving and caring and caretaking ways, but in ways that feel almost magic, like this wonderful home I'm building here in Massachusetts on a beautiful piece of nature. He would love it here. He does love it here. A few housekeeping notes. So on the website where you found this link, you'll find information about Andrew, the producer, who's going to pull all of this together, and he will index this content. So we will have it in perpetuity on the russelllehman.com website, and we can watch it when we feel like it for however much time we have. We don't have to start at the beginning and go to the end. Did I just say he's indexing it? He is indexing it. But there will be other useful information on the website as well about how to video. There's also information on how to contact Andrew. He has offered to be available for questions. If you don't know what to say or how to say it, if you want him to interview you, he will do that on film or otherwise. He will collect this, and we have a timeline. We hope to have all of the content collected by the middle of June. If that doesn't work for you, by the middle of July. Where are we? By the middle of July. If that doesn't work for you, it is vacation time. Please just let us know. We'll work with you as best we can. It would be great to have this final production by the end, or final product produced by the end of July, but I've sort of not made this happen on the timeline I expected, and so I've got Andrew right in the middle of his wedding season, so who knows when it'll be ready, but that's on me, not Andrew. Last but not least, this Russell Lehman Memorial Project has two parts. This video introduces the first part, which is for a video. The second part, I am going to be constructing the Russell Lehman Rock Garden for a very specific reason on the new property, and I can invite you to contribute to that as well. Information will be in the video that you'll watch about that. I hope you'll watch it, and I hope you'll participate. Together, it is my hope that we will build something that we will all cherish and that will memorialize Russell in a way that seems appropriate for him. I thank you for your participation, should you choose to participate. And in case I didn't say it, if you don't wish to do a video, if you don't wish to send anything in writing, if you just think of him occasionally in the privacy of your own heart, that's enough. There is no obligation here. I think that's it. I can't remember if I've said everything, but stuff will be on the website. I'm sending love to you, and I am sending the greatest appreciation for what you meant to Russell in his lifetime. Take care.